Breakdown. You're watching Majesty Mike.
Oh my God. So before we came here today, I got the funniest fucking text message ever. Actually screenshot and followed by a shit ton of text messages. So one of my friends works at a hotel and her old email got hacked. And a company-wide email went out today for the employees that work there. So basically everybody got a fucking email saying, hey, we're onboarding new employees on Monday or whatever. And her email that got hacked, my friend's email that got hacked, whoever hacked it responded saying, and I quote, certainly we will show him how about giving, wait, what? Certainly we will, how about how to give Brandon a blowjob? He will enjoy the welcome. Okay, so first of all, this hacker can't write.
Okay.
And second of all, he says, we will basically show Brandon a good time by giving him a blowjob and we will welcome him, basically.
And that was a reply all?
Reply all.
Yikes.
From her old email. And so her boss called her and was like, are you well? And she was like, my email got hacked. That was my old email.
Oh my God.
Anyway, I fucking died. She sent me the screenshots followed by all the conversations that her employees were having. And I just died. It was hilarious. Some hacker just like responds with her email.
That's funny.
Saying,
I love a hacker with a sense of humor.
We'll show the new employees a good time. We'll give them all blowjob.
I'm not gonna lie, that I would be very tempted to do something similar if I had access to someone's email. I honestly want to take Ahmed's phone all the time and like reply to work emails with like something ridiculous.
That would be funny.
I wish that I could, and maybe one day I will. We'll see. But I'm trying to show some restraint, but I really wish I could.
Oh my God. Anyway, April Fool's just happened. And can we just talk about the different ads that companies put out? I actually it's kind of like the Super Bowl for me. You know, the Super Bowl ads, I look forward to that every year.
Okay, yeah.
This is like the April Fool bullshit ads that companies put out.
Yeah.
I look forward to this shit every year. And so Tinder put out this year, they put out a post saying Tinder will immediately remove all fish pics from member profiles of men.
I wish they would.
I wish they would too. And it shows a picture of the man with the fish. Literally every straight man has a picture of a fish on his fucking Tinder profile.
Okay, you know what? I think I saw that article and I think I thought it was real. I mean, I'm not on Tinder, so I didn't care, but I was like, smart moves. Keep scrolling. So yeah, clearly I didn't even know that was a joke.
Know it was a joke. Yeah, I actually didn't think this one was a joke either. Oreo, they teamed up with Funfetti apparently.
Oh my God, I saw that. I thought it was, when you posted it on your Instagram, yeah. I thought it was real. And I literally was like, should I Instacart that right now for the kids? But like low key, I want to try it.
But yeah. This is the thing. Companies post this shit, but it's like, give the people what they want. People actually want that shit.
Totally.
The last one, actually, there's two more. Austin, the city of Austin, put a sign up like Hollywood, a Hollywood sign saying Austin.
Okay.
As a joke to welcome all the people from California.
That's funny.
Everybody thought that was real. And I was like, wow, that's funny. Basically mini Hollywood in Austin. That one we could live without.
Yeah, whatever.
Leave Hollywood in Hollywood.
Yeah.
The last one I want to talk about is Pizza Hut. They put out chocolate stuffed crust pizza. It's fucking disgusting. This one they can keep.
I mean, I've seen that in real life, but for like a Nutella strawberry pizza, like a desserty pizza.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Kind of like a crepe, but like a pizza.
But they showed a picture of like a pepperoni pizza.
Ugh. That's just you know really what? Gross. Unpopular opinion. I don't like cheese stuffed crust. I know you don't really eat dairy, but at some points you have in your life.
I wasn't a fan of it either. When I did eat it, I wasn't a fan of it either.
I don't like it. It's too much.
I'm weird, but I like thin crust. I love thin crust pizza.
Yeah, I don't mind thin crust. I don't mind normal pizza, but I don't like stuffed crust. I don't know. There's just something about it. Like it just feels like an uncooked cheese string stuffed in it.
Ew.
That's like semi-melted, but not, and it's like plasticky shit cheese. Like there's just something about it for me that I just don't like it.
Yeah, it tasted like chemicals, so
yeah, it just like tastes like crap. Oh my God.
It's fucking
but
disgusting.
The Oreo Funfetti thing.
Sound dope. Oreo.
I love it.
Fucking do that. Team up with Funfetti.
They should.
I see all their shit in like the stores all the time. Like together in the same aisle. I'm like, why don't they just combine and do something? And they finally did, and it was fake.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
That's so disappointing.
I was actually sad when I found out it was April Fool's because I literally believed that was real.
Whose job is it to do this stuff? Like the marketing people? This
I think
like
it
their
is.
time to shine.
Yeah. They
That's so
shine.
funny.
They oh, trust me, there were a lot more than what we just talked about. Like McDonald's, they offered a box of pickles to sell. We'll put it on the screen.
I feel like they would do that.
I know. That's why I was kind of like,
Because here at the
kinda
movie
believable.
theater, I don't know if you've been to a movie since you moved here.
Not yet. No.
They sell, maybe this is a Texas thing, like a dill pickle. Like on a stick.
Breaded?
No, just like straight out the jar. Like
That's
just a dill pickle, like a huge dill pickle.
disgusting.
People are like slurping on it during the movie, and the whole theater smells like dill pickles. And I'm like, this is really weird.
That's really fucked up.
Also, also, this was my kind of first taste of like everything's bigger in Texas. And also, I just think America in general, that we ordered a large popcorn one time, Ahmed and I, when we first came here. And it was a literal like garbage bin full of, like it was like the size of like a bathroom garbage can. Like I don't it was so big, okay, that I was like, hey, what does a small look like? Like what is going on?
Garbage
And
bin.
I feel like you just sent me something recently of somebody being like, I guess the sizes are really or the portions are so small in Canada when they showed their fries.
Yeah, they are.
Who was that?
Oh my God, who was that? Oh, it was Kaylin.
Oh, okay.
Kaylin was in Toronto for some reason.
Okay, and
I'm
he
not
was
sure why.
unhappy with the
Portion size of the fries. And seriously though, the portion size are a lot smaller in Canada.
right.
In the US, they're fucking huge.
Oh, portions,
The portions
here
are huge
crazy.
here.
Like, I feel like Ahmed and I at certain places could literally share a meal.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. When I was in California, I got a burger, and I think it was like a 2-pound burger. It was disgusting, but I ate it all. And
Oh
I
my
went to vomit.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, they do. The portions are bigger here. That is true.
Yeah.
Remember when we went to, well, I guess, I don't know if it's an American thing, but when we went to it's the Canadian diner here in Dallas. Remember the
Poutine?
poutine
Yeah.
was like enough for all four of us.
Yeah.
Like you, me, and the kids could have shared it. That's
Wow,
how big
it's
it
a
was.
Canadian diner, but in America, you need to cater to the market.
Right. So it's like just massive.
Yeah, supersize those loads.
Right.
Supersize those loads. Supersize those plates.
So speaking of food, a little unrelated, but I was reading an article recently, and I feel like this comes up every couple of months. So I just really want to like see what you think about it. Of like, I think it was the photographer walked off of a wedding.
Yeah.
That apparently she was doing at a massive discount because her and the bride shared a mutual friend.
Yeah.
So like on behalf of the mutual friend, she gave the bride a massive discount. She was saying that she had been there since the morning, doing the photos of the bride, doing their hair and makeup. Like when you're doing a wedding day photography, you're talking about like a 12-hour day. Like it's brutal. She was saying that during the reception that she had gone to get a plate of food and was like cussed out by the bride and the bride's mom that she needs to be taking photos and she should have brought her own food and just eating. So then anyway, so the photographer was like, okay, cool, fuck you, and left. So it's like, well, who's photographing the rest of your wedding? Not a smart call. But in general, just brought in the question is this. Do you think that you should feed your vendors at certain events, whether it's a party or a wedding, something like that?
Yes, because I was brought up that way. Like, for example, when I was a kid, there would be like maintenance people coming to the house or like people just coming to do odd jobs at the house. My parents would always offer them food.
Yeah.
Always. So it was the same thing at my sister's wedding, I think. I think the photographer ate or at least had snacks or whatever. There were different sides that you could eat, like a poutine station. I think they all indulged in that. So yeah, I would say 100%. That's just me though. Like that's just how I was brought up.
I think so. I was reading some of the comments just to kind of get the other side, like where is it coming from?
Yeah.
And I think people are like, well, I don't get paid to eat at my job. Well, I have to bring my own lunch to my job. Like that's kind of like
but
the
some
logic.
jobs actually do pay or feed you at the job. Like I've had like 3-4 jobs that have literally paid me and have given me free food.
Right. So it's like all the people who don't get that perk are like mad at the people who do.
They are. Yeah. I've literally I don't think I've had one job that I haven't been offered free food all the time.
Right.
I've always been offered some type of free food. I mean, obviously, ever since Corona, that changed things up. But like before Corona, I was always eating at work for free.
I think that, but you're like always were doing like a corporate job. So
Yeah.
I think that if they're trying to put like photographers, you know, in the same category as like, you know, more on your feet type of jobs, then generally there's just no room for that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. If the chef likes you at a restaurant, like I used to work at a restaurant, if the chef likes you, they'll feed you.
This is like my thing is always this. I feel like people always try and penny pinch in these moments with the wrong things. And that's what I always tell people about their nannies. Like, I'm like you. I was raised that way. I would feed anyone who's like working for me at an event, everyone who was working Kareem's party, the magician, whatever. I'm like, please, like, help yourself, drinks, food, whatever.
Oh, your bartender at Kareem's party loved you and definitely wants to
I'm
come
like,
back.
drink on the job. Yeah.
100%.
You know, you want to keep them happy because when they're happy, I feel like, you know, not only is it the right thing to do, but they make it a better experience for your guests. Like, imagine like your bartender's like starving to death. Like, you think that she's like very approachable or like grumpy with the guest, or, you know, or she's half-assing the drinks at that point. Like, nobody wins in that situation.
Exactly.
Plus, it's just a bitch move in general.
Yeah. And we both know people get hangry from me as an example.
Oh my God, you're the worst. Yeah, Chris I started making Chris bring like a granola bar to studio.
I do have one here.
Okay,
I have
let's
one.
see.
You want to see it?
Yeah, I do. I want to see what you have.
Right. It's the same fucking healthy granola bar I always bring. Grain-free granola bar.
Very nice. Where do you get those? From Costco?
Obviously.
Okay, so you have like a big thing of them. Okay, nice.
I love Costco.
Yeah, but I was saying people try and penny pinch in the wrong ways. Like, I've heard people trying to like kind of penny pinch. You never penny pinch on the people watching your kids.
It's true.
Like, that's not the place to try and like nickel and dime a nanny or a babysitter. Like, this person is with your children.
Yeah.
This is important. Like, you don't know what's going on. I don't know. That's just not the area where I try to save a couple bucks is on childcare.
Fuck no.
Yeah, or something as important as like a photographer on a wedding day who already, like, this story in particular, she was explaining that it seemed like partially a favor. So you'd think that she would have been over the moon. So anyway, I guess we're on the same page about it. No, there's no debate here.
Yeah. But like, why? Well, I guess that maybe they're just sour. Maybe they're just jealous. Like, I don't know. Like, why? Well,
because sometimes you pay per person, right?
Yeah.
But you should always count them in.
But come on, there's weddings. There's usually always like after-hour snacks or like shit like that they can eat.
Especially from the sounds of this wedding, it was a buffet.
Yeah.
So it's like, if it's not even like, I think you should have them added as a plated dinner if that's the setup.
Yeah.
Like, all your vendors need to there should be an entire table, in my opinion, of vendors.
Yeah. Come on, it's like $50, people.
Well,
for a fucking plate.
It depends on what you're doing, but there's
average.
so many solutions to work around this. If you want to order all your vendors pizza, if you don't want to,
exactly,
there's something that you could do to make it right.
Fuck, I'd order pizza for everybody at the wedding too, in addition to a plate.
I would love that. It's very
well. You're planning my wedding, so take note.
I've seen some people do as the midnight snack, like your sister did the patin bar.
Yes.
They do like New York style pizza, where they have like the servers come out with the pizza over their head and deliver every table. Like, it's little things like that. People love it. People would get more psyched for the pizza than they do about like the chicken.
Yeah. Do you know what I just realized? We keep saying poutine, and people are probably like, "What the fuck is a poutine?"
Oh my God, that's right. We haven't even talked about our Canadian snack episode that we have to do.
We do have to.
Why
do
don't
that.
you explain what it is?
Basically, a poutine. It's this glorious dish of fries, cheese, and gravy. And it is the best thing of life. If you've never tried it, you should try it. 1,000%. It's from good old Quebec.
Yeah, it is really good.
Cheese curds. You need to put cheese curds on. Don't put fucking cheese or any other bullshit on it. Cheese curds need to go on the poutine.
We should go eat after this. Don't eat that granola bar.
Okay.
So one other thing that's...
God, it feels like a Friday.
Is it not?
I guess technically it is.
Oh, yeah, because it's a long weekend.
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's Friday.
I'm
It's Friday.
I'm functioning like it's a Friday.
Shit, my brain is fried because last night I barely got any sleep because the fucker above me, I don't know what the fuck he does, but sometimes he just like 3 a.m. in the morning, he decides to run around his apartment and chase his dog. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? It's 3 in the morning. Why are you running around chasing your dog at 3 in the fucking morning? You should be asleep. Your dog should be asleep. Why am I awake?
Oh my God.
Yeah, so my brain is fried.
You should go put a note
on the door. I know his unit, so maybe I should.
Like a nice note.
I don't think there is a nice way of doing it anymore because I got the building to tell him to shut the fuck up, and he did for a while, and now he's back at it.
I sometimes question the buildings if they really
do
anything.
I actually question that too now that I think about it.
Right. I feel like there's some like that the person would stop, but the building is like, we'll look into it, but they like don't want to.
Oh, I know all your fucking bullshit
right.
with the
So
buildings.
so I don't know about that, but okay, here's another thing I wanted to ask you about. So obviously tipping is like a different, like tipping in restaurants, tipping in general. It changes depending on where you are in the world.
Yes.
But what is your kind of philosophy on tipping? Because I've been seeing so many funny TikToks of people, particularly in the US, I think Canada too, where they just think that it's like getting out of hand. Like, you know how it used to be like 10%, 15, 20 is kind of standardized. And now it's like starting at like 20, 25. Like it's creeping up.
That's fine for me. 20%, 25% at the right place. I'm fucking not tipping at McDonald's. I'm not tipping at Subway. I'm not tipping at Starbucks. This was never a fucking thing before. I don't know where this fucking tipping bullshit is coming into effect, but it's spreading across the US and Canada like wildfire.
Right.
Like you tip everywhere for everything now, and people just like expect it. And it's like, this was never a thing of the past. Like, what the fuck?
You don't tip at fast food restaurants? Just like a couple of bucks?
No. Is that
like
normal?
I've always done that.
No. Keep the change is completely different from tipping.
But like, let's say your bill is like $17.
Yeah.
And you're going through like the McDonald's drive-through.
Yeah.
And you hand them a 20 and you're like, keep the change. You've tipped a couple of bucks.
Amira, you go to Subway, they ask you, do you want to tip which % on the machine now?
Right. Yeah.
That was never a thing before.
Yeah. I don't understand really the percentage thing for such small purchases.
Yeah. At a restaurant, totally cool. Wherever else it was normally before, totally cool. I think it's just getting out of hand right now.
Right. But not just that it's everywhere. It's also the lowest domination.
Yeah, it's like 62 cents.
But the lowest domination is starting at 20%. Like it used to kind of be like 5.
Yeah.
10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
And now it starts at like 20. It's like 20, 25, 30.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. My problem is just with it spreading everywhere like wildfire, where places where it shouldn't be. Like, I don't think I should tip at a Subway, for example.
I think it was Josh who was saying, and we have to have him on.
Well, what is your take on this? This is all new. This has never happened before. What is your take on this?
My take is that I think that the starting point now on the system is annoying. Like,
what does that mean?
Like, why? Like, if I'm getting a cup of coffee that took you 2 seconds to do, I wasn't getting an elaborate thing. Why isn't the starting point? Why can't I tip 15%? Like, why do I have to tip like 25% is my lowest option?
Yeah.
Or skipping tipping at all.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're losing out on money because there's a lot of people that are going to be like, fuck it, and hit no tip that would have tipped 10%.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just think that's annoying. I mean, listen, I get it. Everybody wants to be tipped these days, like for just doing their job.
Yeah.
So that's annoying. Obviously.
I don't get tipped. I should get tipped apparently these days.
Right.
Fucking tip me.
I think the underlying issue is like, why aren't companies paying their employees enough?
I mean, that's fair, yeah.
And making it everybody else's problem.
They're making it everybody else's problem, and nobody else. Like it's a recession. We're living in a recession right now.
Here's a real question that I always have too, and I think I told you this once when you were ordering like a lot of food on Uber Eats, like for a party, not just for Chris. And the tip is. Automatically calculates at the percentage of the food you're ordering.
Yeah.
But the tip goes to the driver.
Yeah.
Not to the restaurant. That's a restaurant structure for tipping.
Yeah.
If let's just say in theory, and I understand I would genuinely tip more if I'm ordering a ton of food. It's more work for them to deliver it. I understand that. But like, what if I just decide to order for myself like a lobster dinner that's $100? And it's just one normal bag, the same type of effort if I got like a cheeseburger from McDonald's. Why am I tipping 25% on my lobster? What difference does it make to the driver how much the food was? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is my thing though. I don't want anybody to take this wrong. I am actually one of the best tippers. I start at minimum 20%. Especially if it was good, I'll go up to 30.
Yeah.
But
that's where my issue is too. Is like I'm already tipping
I'm already
at 20%,
tipping. Yeah.
But now suddenly like that doesn't even feel like it's good enough.
Right. Exactly. Totally. So I don't know. The tipping shit is like getting out of control.
Right.
But that's just my thoughts.
Josh was saying that he knows somebody who like on principle like will go for like a really nice dinner and not tip at all.
That's
like even if the service was amazing, like they have like this principle for themselves that they just don't tip anywhere. And I was like, wow.
Are they European?
No.
Okay, because Europe they don't tip.
Cheap. I'm gonna ask Josh to tell us like to name that person.
Well, do we know them?
I don't think maybe like we've heard of them. I can't think of who it was. He did name the person. I don't think I know them in real life, but like probably know of them through Josh's stories.
Okay.
So I'm like, when he comes on, I want him to say who it is.
Now
we'll put up their IG name and everything.
Yeah.
People can go give them.
Now I need to know.
I'm teasing, but not really.
You are not.
No, speaking of teasing, or not really teasing, I loved our chat with Daniel today.
Oh my God, he's amazing.
So funny.
Literally the best.
He keeps it so real.
I don't know if this is gonna air before or after we put that out. Yeah, but unreal. Cannot wait to meet him in person. Hang out. It's gonna be a good time.
He was hilarious.
Oh yeah. Rona. I don't have Rona.
Oh my God.
My throat's very dry.
Okay, so I was watching Switched at Birth on Netflix the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck on Netflix?
Yeah, I think it's on Netflix.
Really?
Maybe was it Hulu? No, I think it's Netflix. Now you're making me question myself.
I don't remember ever hearing of that show on Netflix. Maybe it's on Hulu. I have no idea.
Whatever. I was watching it the other day on some streaming platform.
Yeah.
Please check.
We love them both.
Check your own providers, okay? And it got me thinking, do you ever wonder like who you would be if you were raised by two different people? Like if you were switched at birth.
I do believe in the fact that yes, you would be different if you were raised by somebody else.
But there's some people that like are like, is it nature over nurture, nurture over nature? Like feel like you're going to be who you're going to be anyway. Yeah.
That is a tricky question. Like I don't know, because I mean, I always think that I would be the happy-go-lucky guy that I am no matter where I was raised or born, I guess.
Really?
Like,
what if you had like a dad who like beat the shit out of you every day? You wouldn't be so go-lucky then.
No. But I would obviously like leave the house and like be my happy-go-lucky outside of the house, or like I would actively move away from that issue.
Right.
Like I wouldn't my soul would not be okay with living like that.
Yeah.
So I would get the fuck out of that situation.
I know, but like it would just take such a hit on like your self-confidence.
Yeah.
Like you as who you are today can like say that you like, I wouldn't put up with that shit, but it's like, what if you didn't have that self-esteem because you like, did it come from nowhere?
So, okay. So but do they show like the kids that were switched at birth when they were adults, and like, are they different from their families, or what happens?
Okay. So Switched at Birth, this is, it's like a TV show. Like it's not like a real thing. It's like a show.
It's not so okay. It's just like a fucking fake show.
Yeah, it's a fake show, but it's really happened. Like
Sure.
obviously inspired by some of the
Obviously.
real stories that have happened.
Yeah.
And then you even have like these situations where some parents have to switch back.
Yeah.
Like, which is a little off topic from what we were just saying, but can you imagine like raising and loving the shit out of this kid, and like 3 years later, 5 years later, you guys find out that your kids are switched, and then it's like, what? You're just like, oh, okay, sorry, like kid, that's not mine.
I don't know what I would do in that situation. I mean, either way, you'd love both kids at that point.
Right.
You have to love both kids at that point.
You would, but But what would you do? Like, would you switch?
That's tricky.
Or would you just be like, let's be a part of their lives, but like not switch?
I think I would switch.
Oh my God. No, I mean, God, I don't even know.
That kid would have my DNA in him.
Right.
Or her, whatever.
But what if, just obviously I'm not trying to make light of it because real families go through
yes.
this, but let's just say,
yes,
you know, taking this on a lighter level.
Yeah.
What if you meet your kid and they're like a fucking asshole, and you've just raised this other person's kid and they're like an angel, and then you're like, man, now at 5 years old or whatever, you're gonna give me this fucking like devil child,
right?
And you know, like obviously it's
a
like,
tricky topic, tricky conversation.
But what
to
if it happened?
have. I told you I would switch.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I would love both kids. In fact, I would probably want an open family at that point.
Right.
With the other family, I would want to like be actively involved in the kid's life.
I just would want to see if there was a way that I could keep them both.
See, that's the yes,
Like-
but I don't think the other family would let you.
But I mean, I think that would be where I would start first.
You would want to claim both kids?
Yeah. Like, be like, hey, I'll take my kid back, and like, I'll legally adopt your kid too.
I mean, look, maybe the other family would want that.
I mean, I doubt it, but I like it'd be worth,
Never hurts to ask.
It'd be worth a shot.
It'd be worth a shot. It'd be worth a shot.
I would try.
Yeah.
And then you've heard about like legal cases. I'm not saying I would do this. God forbid. This is like a terrible situation.
It's a horrible
to be in,
situation.
But there have been cases where one parent tries to like sue the other parent and basically be like they're like sue them for custody and be like, oh, they're unfit or whatever. So
that's horrible.
Really shitty.
Jesus, we should get one of those families on the pod just to talk like what the fuck.
Yeah.
Like it'd be very interesting to pick their brains about the trauma that.
Yeah, I was
gonna
say it's probably so traumatic.
Yeah,
like 100%. I
100%.
joke about it, but like it's not funny.
It's not funny.
How does shit like that even happen?
I don't know. Well, I mean, I've heard of horror stories. People, first of all, not switch at birth, but people walking in the hospital literally stealing a child,
right,
and raising the child like that. That's fucked.
That is crazy.
I don't understand how that happens. Like, don't they lock doors? I don't get it.
Now they do. I
fucking
think now
hope
that's
so.
happened a couple of times, but like, I think that if somebody wants to do anything enough, like you can always find a way.
Yeah, I guess. It's
like,
sad.
I was thinking about something the other day that is so dark that I couldn't even say it on here, but I'll tell you later.
Tell me later, but give me a hint.
No, like basically, like if you really wanted to execute something, terrible,
you could.
That you could.
Yeah, but you'd obviously get caught.
No, I think that they're not everybody.
Why are you talking about like CSI shit?
No, like something like really dark.
Okay, well, we'll talk off air about this.
I don't want to be put on like a watch list if I say what I'm thinking.
I don't know where you're headed with this, but yeah, we'll talk off air.
Okay, so I was reading a Reddit forum the other night that people were saying what their biggest pet peeves are. And I feel like we briefly touched on this topic, but I wanted you to say what yours is.
A pet peeve?
Yeah.
Chewing with your fucking mouth open. I can't stand that. I literally cannot stand that.
Would that be a first date deal breaker for you?
Yep.
Okay.
Or I'd tell them to shut their fucking mouth and eat with their mouth closed. I would.
Wow.
It drives me
You're such a parent.
nuts.
You're such a parent.
It drives me nuts. I would leave the room.
Okay, well, what's something else? Because that one is like, it's just generic.
That is not generic, and it is the worst.
A lot of people hate when you eat with your mouth open.
Well, fuck. That's like the top tier for me. Like, I don't really have any other pet peeves. Like, let me think. What's your pet peeve?
Oh, my God. So many.
Okay, well, narrow it down.
Yeah, let me think.
What do you mean?
Like, let me think, like, which one,
you want to talk about.
Yeah. Well, I've said unsolicited mom advice is, like, so annoying to me.
Yeah.
That is, like...
You've already said that, though.
Yeah, that's one. People who, like, come for you who don't come correct is really annoying.
Yeah, we've talked about
Crocs. Is
that.
like, is that
I
a
don't
pet
know
peeve?
why you have a thing of a Croc. Not kidding. At the mall, there's lineups out the door for Crocs.
Yeah, in like the outlet malls in the outskirts.
Literally, people are like shuffled in one at a time.
Yeah, I get it. In the outlet malls of the outskirts of the city. What mall was it?
Allen Premium.
Right.
Outlet.
The outlet mall in the outskirts. I believe it. Listen, do whatever you got to do in your own home. Crocs were made for gardening. Okay.
You know what really fucking pisses me off, which is a pet peeve of mine.
Okay, there you go.
I just thought of it and I'm like, wow, that really does piss me off. When somebody says they're going to be at your place for a certain time, but then they're not, and you know what people are.
Okay.
It's just like it happens all the time, and you're like, come on, now we're running on this person time. We're running on Carol time.
Right. Oh, when people are late?
Constantly. Oh, yeah, I'll be at your place for 12 o'clock. 12:30 rolls around, they're still not there. I'm like, we were supposed to leave half an hour ago. Those people know who they are. and they just run on their own time, I guess. I don't fucking know, but it's really annoying to me.
Okay, I have a pet peeve about you.
Tell me.
Let's keep it more interesting.
I love it.
That you have no respect for dress codes, even when told about it.
Fucking
and add
hate
the
this topic.
anxiety of like, we have this nice plan at this nice restaurant. You know the plan, and like the whole anxiety of being like, oh, are they gonna let us in? Are they gonna give them a hard time? And usually you do skid by, but I have been in situations where there has been an issue.
I always skid by. I've never had a fucking issue myself.
But there's always the anxiety that it will happen, because I have been with people before who haven't been up to dress code and been stopped.
I know.
And it's just like, Chris, just like wear the dress code. Like,
I
just
almost
be a part of the
do
dress
it now
code.
just to fucking like piss the restaurant off, but still they let me in.
I feel like I would be personally so mortified. Like, even because sometimes, and I don't know if it's happened to you, but sometimes I've been with other people where they do let them slide, but they still make a comment. Like, just
I've never
for the
had a
record,
comment. I've never had a comment
Yeah.
ever. Just for the record, I've always been perfect.
Yeah. Well, my mom
restaurants.
was just telling me the other day when I was telling her that I want to go to Trulux with your mom. She was like, tell Chris
To not wear sweatpants or shorts.
yeah, to not wear shorts.
Yeah.
She said she's like, not allowed.
Yeah.
Are you gonna wear normal pants?
I'll wear
But see, I
jeans.
feel like you just do it on purpose.
Should I wear jeans?
Sure, jeans is fine.
Okay.
Like dark
Wear
jeans.
jeans and a blazer.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But last time you came in like shorts and a t-shirt
Yes.
to like a steakhouse, a high-end steakhouse.
Yeah, because I don't give a shit.
But that's the thing. Like, it throws off the whole aesthetic of the restaurant. There's so much anxiety. Like, why?
Look, I don't believe in dress codes. That's not my thing. I'm like your brother. I totally agree with your brother on this bullshit. I don't believe in dress codes. People, if they're gonna go out for a nice dinner, they're gonna dress nicely. Why are we in grade school again? They're telling me how to dress.
How is wearing shorts and a t-shirt dressing nicely to a
It was a
steakhouse?
nice shirt.
It was a
Bring
t-shirt.
No. I think it was a button-up shirt.
No, it wasn't.
Bring up the picture.
You were not wearing a button-up shirt and shorts. It was a
I think
t-shirt.
it was.
I'm going to pull up the picture.
Or a polo, yeah.
I'm going to pull up the picture.
Yeah.
You were wearing a t-shirt and
It's gonna be
shorts.
awkward if I
So you were. You were not. You were not dressed for the occasion.
I mean, they were nice shorts.
There's no such thing as nice shorts in a high-end steak.
Khaki shorts, beautiful.
There's no such thing.
Look, I don't believe in this shit.
But here's the thing.
It's not my belief.
Listen, I think that dress codes are annoying too in general.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you know what? Like, what if people want to be like the Adam Sandler vibe and they have the money and they want to pay for the dinner? Who gives a shit what they wear? That's my thought process. But for the places that do enforce them and they're very fucking clear about it, it's like, you know what you're getting into. If you don't believe in dress codes, don't fucking eat here. Like, go fucking eat at McDonald's or whatever.
No,
Denny's, IHOP, whatever, all those shitty ass places.
Totally disagree. Whenever I go out, I'm usually like appropriately dressed. Don't tell me to put on dress pants and a blazer. Fucking bullshit to go eat a steak. Like, what?
I love
think it's
you
bullshit.
from the bottom of
We
my
can
heart.
agree to
but
disagree.
You do not dress appropriately for proper restaurants.
I know. And what did we agree on? That for every reservation going forward, I will ask you, is there a dress code? And we'll see if I'll go or not. Because depending on if I actually
Every
want to go.
single restaurant we go to has a dress code.
I know. I don't know why we do
a
it.
hefty
Why?
cancellation fee.
I know. No more of that bullshit for
Well,
me.
where else do you want to go?
There are so many good restaurants in Dallas.
Without a dress code?
1,000,000%.
Wah, wah, wah.
Not my vibe. Not my vibe.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know. Okay, you pick a place.
I will.
Yeah, okay.
I
And,
will.
and if I get that, like, now I'm getting scared.
Take you to Terry Black's. We'll get some good barbecue.
That's the place that serves it on like a jail cell tray.
I don't care what the
But
fuck
I'm just
you
asking.
say.
I'm just asking.
It's literally proper barbecue
but
on a tray. Yeah,
Okay,
because
like
it's
a
a la
jail-
carte. You choose what you want.
Right. Like
It's not like a full-blown restaurant.
okay. Like a jail.
Better, I'm kidding you not, their barbecue is better than any meat that I've ever had at one of your restaurants with dress codes. I'm not kidding you.
No chance.
1,000,000%.
No chance.
Yep. I would eat at Terry Black's any day compared to any
Over
restaurant I've
like
been with you guys.
a
Yep.
Wagyu
Yep.
A5.
Totally.
That is
You've never tried it.
not accurate.
I'm big fans of you, Terry Black's. We're tagging them in this because I'm a believer.
And their jail trays.
Delicious meat? Absolutely, yes. No
Okay, so-
dress code
how much-
bullshit? Yeah.
Okay, well, how much is it
What?
to eat there?
It's very expensive.
yeah, right.
My-
There's no way.
It's actually pretty pricey.
How much?
So I think they serve it by weight, so by like pound.
Okay.
They start by like a pound or something like that. I think my dish with 2 sides came to like $80.
No way.
I'm not fucking with you.
To eat in like a cafeteria?
Terry Blacks, I love you. Do not listen to her.
But that's what it is, right?
No. It's a beautiful barbecue
restaurant?
outdoor restaurant with an indoor place as well. I stand by what I say.
I can't even.
I stand by what I say.
This is fucking bullshit.